Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is chapter 41 of Really Fake, and this one is titled Boyfriend Kuroo. It was lunchtime now, and you'd gotten your food, and you were waiting at the table outside for MF to show up. But instead, Kuroo walked over and sat down opposite you, making you blush with surprise at having his company. "Why are you here?" you whispered across to him. "Don't you have the boys to sit with?" "I'm not allowed to sit with my girlfriend," he asked with surprise. "Not when she wants to talk about the size of your eggplant," MF's voice commented as she caught the tail end of the conversation. "Oh God," you whispered, covering your head as if to shelter yourself from the world. "I'd like to be on that conversation," Kuroo replied deviously. "I want to make sure that the information shared is accurate." "So," MF stated as she plopped down beside you and leered across at Kuroo. "I hear you and Yin got freaky." "MF!" you gasped with embarrassment. "Can I die right quick? Please, someone take me out right now. I don't want to be here anymore." The pair ignored your embarrassed cry and continued to talk over you. "If by freaky you mean tasted each other in the best way possible, then yes, we got freaky," Kuroo said, his hypnotic, gorgeous eyes flicking across to yours and winking at you, making you burn between your thighs as you remembered the night before. You bashed your face onto the table and MF jumped. "You okay?" she chuckled. "No," you wailed. "She's just remembering last night," Kuroo teased candidly. "Right, Yin?" "Silence, please, both of you. I can't even hear myself losing the will to live anymore," you cried. MF chuckled and then grabbed you in a hug around your neck, yanking you towards herself and squeezing you tightly. "My baby's growing up," she wailed. "I'm so proud of you." "Stop, please," you foe sobbed. "You love it," MF teased as she squeezed you tighter. "I don't, but okay," you replied cheekily, pushing her off yourself so that you could sit up again. "I can't really share details now because my man is sitting right across from us, so..." You glanced slyly at Kuroo. No, please share. I want to hear what you thought of me," he said with a smirk, leaning his chin down into the palm of his hand and resting it on the table to give you his full attention, his eyes littered with a tender gaze. I can't tell her why you're looking at me like that," you squealed. "That's just embarrassing." "I don't care if he's here or not. How big is he?" MF asked bluntly, leaning her arm down on the table as she turned her body towards you and then blocked her vision of Kuroo with her hand, as if to say because she couldn't see him, he was no longer there. He's, you whispered, fiddling with your fingers as you tried not to look at the very smug-looking Kuroo. "Very big. And she did quite well taking me," Kuroo said shamelessly. "I cannot deal with this," you wailed, bashing your head down onto the table and letting the fake sobs rack your body. Both Kuroo and MF cackled at your highly embarrassed state, and you looked up and glared at them in turn. "That's it. I'm never doing anything with you ever again, Kuroo." "Tetsuro," he corrected. "No Kuroo here. Only first names, remember?" "Tit," you corrected his correction. "You want me to grab your tit?" he asked as he stood up and walked around to your side of the table. "No!" you shouted, flailing your arms at him as he got closer to you. He quickly evaded your wildly flapping arms and grabbed you from behind, pulling you off the seat and against his body as he attempted to drag you away. "I'll be back," he said to MF over your shrieks and wails. "Take your time," she replied with a devious smirk, calmly opening her lunchbox and eating its contents. Kuroo carried you out the door and down the hall, his arms wrapped around your chest, just under your arms, to make you dangle like a cat. "I got you quiet," he mused, bending his head a little to kiss the top of your head. "Hey, you're taller this way." "Shut up! I can't see the ground, I'm so high up, you hot air balloon," you teased. He cackled from behind you and carried you out the door and towards the empty girls' gym. "Where are we going?" you asked suspiciously as he stepped into the gym room and dropped you down on a stack of mats nearby and then turned back to close the gym door behind him. "Why are we here?" "I wanted a kiss," he stated as he stalked over to you. "Oh, so you can unashamedly talk about getting it on in front of MF, but you have to kiss in private?" you teased. "You don't make any sense." Your sentence was cut short by Kuroo's lips smashing into yours, your body being forced backwards onto the mat as he climbed over you and pinned your body down under his as his tongue invaded your mouth. Silence in the gym reigned supreme as you made out on the mats there, engrossed in each other's bodies as your fingers slid up into his messy spiked hair and his legs slipped between yours. A soft meal of pleasure escaped your throat and into his mouth as he chuckled into the kiss. "You liked that," he mused as he pulled back from the kiss a little. Another round of kissing started, but no sooner had your mouths connected, the bell rang to signal the end of lunch. Damn it," Kuroo growled against your mouth. "I'm going to shoot that bell," you seethed. "After school. Let's go and see your pa, and then head back to yours, hey?" Kuroo said with a smirk, pulling back to look down at you with those intense yellow eyes. Yeah, sounds good to me, you replied with a smile, digging your fingertips into the sides of his ass. He huffed with amusement and pulled off, helping you off the mats and pulling your body against his. See you after school, girlfriend, he mumbled. You can call me that now, you said with a smile as you smushed your face into his torso, because we're not fake dating anymore. Yeah, I gotta tell the boys, Kuroo commented as he pulled back from you and took your hand, leading you to the door of the gym. You haven't told them yet? You asked with surprise. I thought you'd have said something by now. Well, all I could do was think about you, so I didn't have any spare room to think about anything else, let alone tell the boys, he said with a cheeky, lopsided grin. You playfully smacked his arm and looked away to hide your smile. Yeah, well, you can tell them your girlfriend's regretting her decision, you teased. Yeah, well, she won't by this afternoon, home alone, on the couch, he replied with a seductively low tone. Your whole body tingled from that comment. That afternoon, you and Kuroo walked to the bus stop together to head to the hospital, chatting about random things as you walked. He was a decent guy underneath it all, and you found it easy to talk to him, finding that you two had more than a few things in common. The bus arrived as soon as you had reached the stop, and you both hopped on and got a seat towards the back of the bus. Do you think Pa will be awake today? You asked Kuroo softly. No idea, he replied as he casually rested his palm on your thigh and rubbed down between your legs. You ignited and shut up, all of your attention on his hand that was now a decent way up towards the top of your leg. This is too much for you to handle, Kuroo whispered in a low voice as he bent his head towards yours, creeping his fingers up. You quickly sucked a bottom lip between your teeth and clamped down on it to hold any noise in that threatened to escape. And I'll pause it there before it gets too hot and heavy. Stay tuned for tomorrow. Another chapter coming then. I'll see you then.